email, actually before I get there, you stated earlier that is it Dr. Garcia or Mrs.
Dr. Garcia.
Dr. Garcia is the Associate Superintendent who you reassigned to supervise the Mexican American Studies Department in March of 2011?
That's correct.
And in this email, she is expressing a concern to you about the MEChA student organization?
Yes.
Okay. And we can just look at this email in a little bit more detail. She says, Dr. Pedicone, right after you were elected, I think she means superintendent, I mentioned my deep concern regarding MEChA and the chapter at Tucson High School. Is that fair?
Yes. What isn't clear, by the way, in my response to an earlier question, is whether or not this is sponsored by, which was, I think, your question, by Tucson High School. I believe that there is an organization there, and that's clear from this email. But whether or not it is sanctioned by the district, I don't know.
Okay, so your testimony is it exists?
It obviously exists, correct.
And she goes on to say, I mentioned that their symbol is an eagle with a machete and a stick of dynamite, and the organization's anti-Semitic tone and chatter. I have never attended one of their meetings, but I consider having an organization on a high school campus that identifies itself with radical philosophies and movements makes for a very un-American and potentially dangerous situation. Students come to us with all kinds of needs. We have students who come from very strong home environments and they are not easily convinced. But we also have students with little to no support that are easily swayed into accepting what is expressed in a school building as the truth. Please see below. Do we have a U of A Palestinian students trying to push their influence on our students? Our situation is such that Raza Studies students are ripe for this kind of influence. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
And her reference to Raza Studies students, that would be students in the Mexican American Studies program?
That's correct.
Okay. And she says they are ripe for this kind of influence. Do you have an understanding as to what she meant by that?
I think that she is implying that these students can be influenced by the individuals that have that political orientation.
And she raises as a concern in this email the fact that the MEChA organization identifies with radical philosophies and raises a potentially dangerous situation.
Yes.
Did you respond to her email?
We had a conversation about that, and we tried to explore whether or not our students were directly involved with that organization, and we were unsuccessful in determining whether or not there was a close link. We did have students that participated, but it was an event that took place at the university. Many of our students work with university professors and university students, and this was of concern to us, but the conversation ended with that.